I really don't have nothing attached to this game or anything like that, but I will say that at the last second I decided to pull the trigger on this game, and I obtained a physical copy of the game. Excuse me. And once I figured out that this game was being pulled off shelves and stuff, I went to eBay and I looked at the prices. They didn't look too bad. But I went to Amazon because I knew for sure that if I go to Amazon, I knew I would go, buy this game if it was available. And it was one left at the time. And I end up, just going at it, impulse buy, and I bought it. And I want to know, like, honestly, is this a good look? Would this be a good investment down the road? Is this something that I should have done? But I mean, I have no regrets because I mean, I do like collecting certain games, and I really, wanted to get this once I found out it was being pulled off shelves. But I'm thinking just like, where do we go from here when it comes to this? So I did pick up a physical copy. I want to talk about that, give you my thoughts and opinions, everything under that umbrella, and hopefully you guys will give me some feedback down in the comment section. If you do that, I will definitely respond. I like to respond to the feedback that I get. And I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So hopefully you guys can help me out in there. And just share the video, let people know what we're doing over here. We talk about gaming and everything under that umbrella. Well, let me get to this. Well, like I said, impulse buy. And I think what pushed me over the top when I seen it was one left. And it wasn't even under Prime. It was like, it was one left, and I ended up picking it up, and I was like, okay, cool, I got it. Then I thought about it. I was like, okay, I got this game. I can't do nothing with it. It's just going to sit around. Is this going to be a good look? Is it going to be a good investment? What am I going to do with this? Can I sell it for something down, for something down the road? Well, apparently people on eBay right now are trying to sell this game, and they're trying to get big money for it. And I really want to talk about this. So I'm gonna click this and I'm gonna show you. Now I understand the controller because the controller can still be used. It could be a real collector's item or whatever the case may be. And for the most part, you will, you get some value out of that. The Concord game, not so much. But a lot of people on eBay is probably looking at this like the next NBA Elite, or they're probably looking at this like Mag, like the game I got right there, Mag, which Mag was very playable, and Sony should have used this game as a reference to a live service, but that's a whole nother story for another day. So you'll see here where Concord's $99, somebody's trying to sell it, and it gets more egregious down the road. Like look at this, somebody's trying to sell this one for $200. Somebody's trying to do the Peggy UK version for $950. Over here you got a controller which now this controller, I won't be honest with you guys. I think the controller is kind of cool, but I'm not one of those type that like to collect stuff like that. I'll collect the game and not the controller because it's just going to be sitting there, and I'll rather want to use it. And if it's not going to be if I can't use it, I come across it, I'm just gonna probably end up selling it immediately because I know somebody will want that probably faster than they will want the game. But nevertheless, $144, $99, $150. So you kind of see where we're going here on the eBay side of things. Now, well, I think these things sell. Maybe so. People are bidding on these. 11 bids here, 29 bids there. Let's see, 130, 299. Maybe I'll get in and just sell it right away because people are trying to buy it. I mean, I paid like $35 for the game when I purchased it over here on Amazon. I mean, it's funny right here. It says temporary out of stock. And look at this. It says, we're working hard to be back in stock as soon as possible. Yeah, you can forget that. That's going to be a wrap. But nevertheless, you can look, man, $300, $130, 102. Like people are actually bidding on this. Like 20 bids here, 21 bids there, 3 bids for 83. So this game is moving a little bit. Some people are going to try to get this game. I'm just glad I was able to get it on Amazon like really, really quick. Once I heard the news about it, I just went to Amazon just to look, and I wasn't going to really pick it up until, like I said, it was like one copy left, and it wasn't a Prime copy. Like the Prime copy would be here like right away, but it wasn't a Prime copy. And I was like, man, they must be pulling this game like fast. So let me go ahead and buy this last one left. and I got it for like $35, $37. So I did, I think I did good for myself. If I was to flip it for 3 times its price, I mean, that's a good look at the end of the day. But what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to hold on to it for a while. I'm just going to let it sit and see how things go. A lot of people right now are probably going into the world of FOMO, or everybody's like the hype is in right now. A lot of people are buying, they're trying to buy the game, and people are selling into the hype. And shout out to Reserved Investments if you don't know who that is. He likes to talk about selling into the hype, not buying into the hype. And a lot of people are trying to sell into the hype, and I get it. I mean, but for me, I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm probably going to wait till maybe after, it dies down, just to see what it looks like. And I think once people realize what it is, the price will settle a little bit. And I think at some point it will skyrocket even higher as time goes on. If I'm me personally, if I was to resell my copy that I got right here on Amazon, if I resell it, I probably want to 10x my money. I'll probably end up selling it when it gets to maybe like that 300, 350, $400 mark. Then I'll probably think about selling it. Then will it get that high? Probably not. But this is the risk I'm willing to take. I mean, I'll put in 30, and at the end of the day, it's no harm, no foul either way, because I'll still have something that I feel that'll be pretty cool. But if I could 10x my money, I'll probably consider it then. Another thing I would consider that something I'm not really a fan of, but I'll make an exception for this one. What I may do with this, I may actually go get this graded. Like, I don't know if I'll go to Water Games, because you know how Water Games is, but that's a whole nother story in itself. I'll probably go to one of these video game grading companies, and I may get this game graded. I'm not like I said, I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not gonna be able to play the game either way, because the game is not really a thing, So I mean, so I may just get this particular game graded once I get it, and I'll probably just go from there. But you can see where I think this right here is going to be the thing right here. If you can get your hands on this, like I said, I have no interest in buying stuff like this, a controller. If I do come across it, I'll sell it immediately, because I'm not a fan of just having controllers laying around. And I know it's kind of weird talking about these controllers right here, but I use the Hunter controller. If you don't see it, let me see. Yeah, the Hunter controller that's right here next to Mag. I got that controller over there by the console. And who still plays with the Duke? You know what I mean? So nobody really plays with the Duke, but nevertheless, like I said, I'll probably end up selling that right away. But as far as this goes, I think this would be something else that'd be pretty cool. This 4-foot poster. If you can get a hold of that, that's gonna be some money. That right there is probably gonna be the more valuable thing at some point. I believe. I'm not a big fan of posters like that. Not a poster like this anyway. I'm not. If I put a poster up on the wall, it'd be something significant that I really would like to do. That's something that represents the game that I like to play. But like I said, at the end of the day, I feel like this right here I'm glad that I picked it up. I see people are trying to sell it. You see people selling it for double, sometimes triple. I'm going to hold on to it till I can 10x it. And if I can 10x it, I'll consider it. Also, I'm also considering, probably getting this game graded. So let me know what y'all think. Should I get the game graded? Should I go ahead and, sell it right away? What would you do if you have one of these copies? My copy is sealed. All these other people here are selling the game and is sealed. I think this one is open. That one looks like it's open, but you see other ones that have a sealed copy or whatever. And what do you think? What would you do if you're in that situation? Like I said, for me, I'm gonna hold on to it. I'll say it again. I'm gonna hold on to it until the game gets up to maybe $300, $400. If somebody want to buy it at that point, I'll probably sell it then if they really want it. I doubt if that'll help happen. And I'm also considering actually getting the game graded and just go from there once I do that. Because if I can get it graded in like a 9.6, 9.8 condition based on Water Games or whatever the case may be, or VGA where it's like 9, I don't know how they do theirs or whatever. But if I can get it high graded, then I'll consider probably auctioning it off or something somewhere way down the road when it's actually a rarity. When a lot of these other ones here probably fall off or whatever the case may be, and fall off and go into the wild or some other case. But I don't think that many copies out there. But let me know what y'all guys think. Let me know. I'm going to get up out of here. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.